mother went to hospital and I almost lost my breath. I got no options and I was compelled to stay in hostel. Sometimes in life, what we plan and promise, things won't work out unless it is part of a God's plan. After I stepped to my higher studies, the drastic downfall of my life had happened. I also started to play the role of a lover boy now. I fell in love with a girl. My 11th standard exam turned out one of the worst results of my life. During my hostel days, I do realize and experience that how difficult it is to stay beside our parents and family. At one point, I completely lost interest in studying. After all my experience, and finally I realized that sometimes love means letting go. A boy who once lost hope in studying was finally graduated. Hello guys, this is ASTT. Welcome and welcome back to my another video. Finally, I'm back again after a long gap. It's been a long gap. I haven't uploaded any video and I didn't make two. That's my weakness. But today I'm here again with a new video. I know you know it already from my thumbnail and content and all. And this video is about the untold story of my life. In this video, I'll talk about my life story and life's journey. How I reached from here to from here. And this video will be mostly focusing on my educational journey. So, let's start. I was born and brought up from a small village called Dunki Village, which is under Paren district, which is very beautiful. And I was born in a small middle class family and as a Christian's family. The day I was born, and it was known that it was a boy. And I was born as a youngest son in the family. I've got one brother and one sister. After I opened my eyes in this world, everything's were going well. And soon after, we got a bad news that I fell sick and my mother went to hospital and I almost lost my breath because of diarrhea. But I'm still here today. It was God's grace. Now when I grow up and strong enough to walk, I started to play the role of schoolboy. The first year in my school was not that good because it was my first experience, so I could not go through and I failed my first year. But as a kid, I came back again and I was awarded as first division. My schooling journey was good from my class 8 till my class 10. Everything's were going well and I always brought a good result. Yes, in some of the class, I might be weaker than the other class, but it was all fine. In 2021, I appeared my 10th standard exam and finally I got through again as a first div. And that's how my high school's journeys ended with good impressions. During my high school life, it was all good and fine and we have created many memories and it was fabulous. And I would say it was a diamond days. And my higher secondary journey begins from here. In 2021, I appeared my 10th standard exam and for my higher studies, I joined LM Higher Secondary School, Mahinamji. In the beginning of my years, everything was good. I met new friends and made new friends and we were enjoying our classes. But the real stories begin from here. After I stepped to my higher studies, the drastic downfall of my life had happened. I could not compete with anyone anymore. I tried in whatever ways I can, but it does not work out anymore. In 2022, my 11th standard exam turned out one of the worst results of my life. When my results came out, I realized that I'm such a weak student. They've seen little hope in me. I was promoted and finally I'm in 12th standard now. And when this news was passed to my parents, they were so disappointed and they were not happy at all. And I'm like, oh, what's going on in my life? Is this the ending point of my educational journey. In some point of time, I even thought that. But anyway, I came back again and I work hard. My parents and my family encouraged me to study well, and I also started doing hard works. In this same year in 2022, I also started my YouTube journey. 12th January 2022, I started my YouTube journey and I uploaded my first YouTube video, and it was this. I started my YouTube journey not for the money but just to improve myself because I was very weak in English and I don't have any speaking skill. And I also created this for the memories, and I love making videos, to be honest. And yes, I would say I'm still very weak in English but much more better than before, right? You just check out my old vlogs and compare to it now. I started making videos and started posting, and soon after I came to know that I got no options and I was compelled to stay in hostel. And the decision was hard for me because I have already started my YouTube journey. But there was no option, so I have to take break for my YouTube. Before I left for my hostel's journey, I've uploaded these videos on 31st May 2022. And it's about time to say goodbye. And now many people will think why this boy was compelled to stay in a hostel. And the reason is I turned out to be very weak in English and I could not interact even with my friend because of my English. At one point of time, I felt like, what if I speak a wrong English? And that's affect my whole surrounding. Now, when it comes to English, let's go back to my high school days again. During my high school days in our village school, there was not such strict rules and regulation that we have to speak only English. So we didn't speak any English language to interact with my friend during my high school days, and that affects me a lot. I'm not blaming to my schools, but I feel like it was our own mistakes that we didn't try. So I don't have any experience about speaking English, so to interact and communicate with English language becomes uncomfortable for me. And I would say, when we don't speak English, we are often tempted to lack confidence in creating our own answers too, and that affects my whole surrounding. I encourage to all my brothers and sisters, please start speaking English. No matter it is a broken English or correct English, start speaking by now, or else you may suffer like me when you go out. Let's come back to hostel diaries. Finally, it's time to go to hostel, and I went there and I made new friends again there, and we became like one family. And to stay in hostel for me, it was tough because I've never been experienced staying in hostel. And even me slowly started to speak good English, and that's how my life goes on. And everything's were going well. During my hostel days, I do realize and experience that how difficult it is to stay beside our parents and families. But afterward, everything was going well and it was fun, so to say. I still do remember our hostel friends and I still miss you all. Garelung, Sui and his brother, Singamlung, Miheogaing, Namsin Rai, Ben Ben, Ituibe, Heilungding, and many more. I still miss you all. I also wanted to say thank you to our warden, Sir Karimpu, who taught us many things about life and how life has to be disciplined. Thank you so much, sir, and I still miss you, to be honest. Later on, finally, I go through my 12th standard exam, and finally, it's time to leave. Still, I do remember how I was in the class during my higher secondary days, over introvert. But I still miss you all, to all my mates. And I still have our photos and video. Thank you to all my mates and hostel friends for the memories. After I pass out my 12th standard, the real story began. I was very much confused about what I will do next. At one point, I completely lost interest in studying, and I made such a decision that I'll quit my educational journey from here. Why I made that decision was that because of the experience of my higher secondary's journey because I was weak and I couldn't compete with anyone, and that kept lingering inside my mind. So I made the decision. Even my parents had hard time to make the decision for this. When I was losing my hope in my studies, my mother's families, brothers and sisters and friends, they stood up by me and encouraged me to study further. And later on, finally I made my mind again and I continues my educational journey. Finally, my college journeys begin. In 2023, I joined St. Xavier College, Jaluki, and a new stories was born there. I took political science as my honors paper, and our department became like a family again. When I joined the college, everything was new. New environment, new friend, new books, and everything was new. And my first year was just going well, making new friends, knowing each other well, and that's how my first year gone. And in my second year, everything was changed. As I grow up, I also started to play the role of a lover boy now. I fell in love with a girl, but it was not from our college. And after all, everything was going well, and I was spending my best moment in the college. And one point of time, I thought that this is how life has to be happy. From the beginning of my first semester till my fifth semester, everything's were going well and fine. Yes, life has ups and downs, but so far everything was fine. Every semester exam used to have pressure and scared of getting backlog, but by the grace of God, I haven't experienced getting a backlog till my fifth semester. In 2026, in my final year, everything were changed completely in life. I experienced many things from the beginning and nothing was going well. One thing or the other continued to happen in life during my final year of my college, but it was not related to my studies. Sometimes in life, what we planned and promised, things won't work out unless it is part of a God's plan. Slowly, everything melted like a burning candle. And the hardest decision I've ever made and accepted, which was the most trusted relationship, ended just before my final semester exam. It was a life changing moment for me, and I was left in such a situation that I smiled outside but crying inside. After all my experience, and finally I realized that sometimes love means letting go. It was hard for me because it was just before my exam, but I tried my best and I appeared my exam. My exams started from 28th April to 2nd May 2026. After my exams, I have the pressure and less hope of getting through my exam. I was praying and praying and praying because it was not what I expected. On 13th May 2026, a new thing was born in life. Finally, my result came out and I was literally shivering while I was taking my result. And later on, I got to know that a boy who once lost hope in studying was finally graduated. Congratulations, guys. From the beginning of my journey, God has always been with me. God's grace got me here. And I would say, pray, believe, and leave it to God, and the miracles will happen. And once again, congratulations, guys.